Well, hello everybody. Welcome back. Jiu-Jitsu 2000 here today. I'm back and I've got an interesting video for you. Today I want to talk about a new flashlight. This is the Sofirn flashlight. This is LED. I had an email the other day from this company. They reached out to me and they asked me if I wanted to do a review on one of their flashlights. Now, the flashlight model that they wanted me to check out was a AA LED flashlight, model SF36. And me being the person that loves AA flashlights, I told them yes, I'd be interested in checking that out. So they said they would ship it. Well, I got the package, and again, here you see what they sent me, but this is not the model SF36. They upgraded me to model SF36. Now, the main difference between the 14 and the 36 is that one runs on AA batteries and 14500 lithium-ion rechargeable batteries, which I was very excited about, and this one runs on the 18650 battery. So it's very cool. Kind of a neat upgrade. I was still really looking forward to the SF36. I did all the research on it, and I was real excited about that. So hopefully maybe in the future they'll send me that one to check out, because that's what I was really hoping I was going to get. So I'm going to read the back here of this package. It says Sofirn is registered in 2010, which specialized in outdoor lights and tools, chargers and batteries, such as budget, high quality flashlights, bike lights, camping lanterns. Sofirn flashlights are being sold worldwide, especially in America, Australia, European, Russia, South Korea, Japan, and concentrating on innovation, in-house development, manufacturer, and customer-oriented service. Sofirn LED flashlights are widely used in household lighting, law enforcement and military, etc. The pursuit is to light your entire world in front of you by manufacturing budget, high-quality products and providing excellent customer service. Okay, so let's take a look. That's what I just read. So feel free to pause. There's their contact information right there. I'm pretty excited about this. There's also a little barcode there. This is what the packaging looks like. Nothing crazy. Okay, very simple packaging. So let's go ahead and open this up. Now, I got to be honest with you guys. I've already played with this flashlight, and I like it. It's really cool. I was pleasantly surprised. So I'm going to pull this open. So the first thing that you see is the owner's manual right there. Now, what's really cool is, you know, they give you a description of the flashlight. They show you the head, the clip, the battery tube, the tail cap, and the switch or button cap. So that's kind of cool that they give you that. But what I really liked was this chart right there. So that's where you can see how many lumens and things like that the flashlight is. So basically, the flashlight has 5 different modes of operation. You've got super low, which is 8 lumens, and that'll run for 112 hours. Then you got low, which is 50 lumens. That'll run for 18 hours. Then you got medium, which is 300 lumens, and that setting will run for 4 hours and 15 minutes. You have high of 1070 lumens, an hour and 28 minutes runtime, and then you have strobe. Again, the strobe is 1070 lumens, and it'll run for 2 hours and 56 minutes, so just short of 3 hours. The distance that you can see with this flashlight is approximately 200 meters. The intensity is 11,200 CD. This light is impact resistant to 1 meter, so about hip high. And what I really like is it's IPX8, waterproof. Not water resistant, folks, waterproof, meaning it can go completely underwater down to 2 meters. And this is pretty cool. So that's really about all I wanted to show you about the user's manual there. Let's open this up and see what's really cool about this. Now, before I get going too crazy, the price point that they're looking for this flashlight in this configuration, which comes with a charger, a USB to micro USB cable. Okay, so you plug this in to your solar panel, your battery bank, you know, your wall outlet, anything like that, and then that plugs into this little charger. And the cool thing about this little charger is it's not just for 14500s or 18650s or 26650s. This will do all of those batteries, which I thought was super cool. Okay, it's a very cool, convenient little charger. I thought it was cool. Okay, you also get a package here which has a lanyard and 2 O-rings, 2 replacement O-rings to keep this waterproof on this flashlight. So that's cool. The packaging is very good, very solid. And let's take a look at the light itself. Here's a first look at the model SF36. You have a tail cap switch. You have a recess here, which is very common on tactical type flashlights. And what I really like was the lens on this flashlight is glass. It's not plastic, and it appears that the bezel ring is stainless steel. Now I'm not sure, but that's what it's looking like. Okay, so again, this is impact resistant. You have heat dissipators here because this flashlight does generate some heat. It says hot right here, and that's a very good first look at the flashlight. Really cool light. Now when you push the button, nothing happens, right? That's because just like Through Night and many other manufacturers of flashlights, when you pull this end cap off, this tail switch rather, you see the battery, but you also see this little card. This is so that the flashlight doesn't get turned on in shipping. Okay, before I get too crazy though, let's take a look at the battery. Here is a standard 18650 battery, and this is cool because it runs at 2800 milliamp hours. So you get a pretty significant run time out of this battery. Flat on one end, has a button on the other end, and when you insert the battery into the flashlight, the button goes into the flashlight just like this, and then you screw on the tail cap switch. Now you can notice that there is an O-ring here, and there's also an O-ring underneath the front. Okay, you can see this right here. Now this is something that I did earlier out of curiosity. I wanted to see if I could change the orientation of this belt loop by flipping this tube, but you cannot do that because the threads here on this side are shorter than the threads here, so it must be in this orientation. The short threads must go into the head of the flashlight. Okay, so you cannot change the belt clip orientation by changing the battery tube. Now once you thread this on, you'll notice that this head of the flashlight seals to the tube with that O-ring. Again, let's put the battery in, and then you have the tail cap switch, which is sealed by this other O-ring. Okay, so this flashlight has a memory function, so the last mode that you access, whether it was low, or should I say super low, low, medium, or high, okay, which is those 4 different settings, it will remember that. So the last setting that I had was low, and all it is the tail cap switch. That's also your mode switch to change the modes of the flashlight. So there's low, there's medium, there's high, and there's super high. In fact, I said that backwards. It's low, like very low, and then it's low, medium, and actually high. Now if you double click this flashlight, you get the strobe option, and it looks like almost a military kind of strobe option. So to get to that, again, all you do is just double click this, and it's not full double clicks. It's once the light's on, you just give it 2, whoops, I messed it up, you give it 2 half clicks. There you go. Okay, so again, if we change modes by half clicking, let's say, let's go to the highest setting, and then we turn the flashlight off. When you turn it back on, it goes to that highest setting. Now, another thing that I want to mention is this flashlight, I really like that heat dissipator, because this head does get hot, and it dissipates the heat very well. I read in this manual that if the flashlight stays on the highest setting for approximately 20 minutes, it'll cycle down from high down to medium. So you'll go from 1070 lumens down to 300 lumens. So it says, due to the protective setup, high brightness automatically turns to medium brightness after working 20 minutes. So the running time of high is accumulated. Okay, pretty cool. Pretty cool. So you don't have to worry about the thing getting overheated. And I really like this charger. This is small, it doesn't weigh anything, and again, not to stress too much, but it'll do 14,500s, which are 3.5 volt lithium ions. It'll also do the 18,650s or the 26,650s, and then there's a couple others that it lists here. It says 16,340s and 10440s, whatever those are. I'm not familiar with those, but that's the little charger. I think it's cool. Let's go up to about here. Okay, drop it, no problem. Let's drop it face down. Boom, no problem. Let's drop it butt down with the tail cap switch. Boom, no problem. So the flashlight didn't turn off, it didn't do anything, it's impact resistant. One thing that I want to talk about on the tail cap switch is, even though it's recessed, when you try to set the flashlight up like this, it will stay, but it's a little bit wobbly. And that's because the tail cap switch actually protrudes just slightly past this recess. Okay, not much, but just a tiny bit. And I kind of like that, because if you were to have a handgun in your hand, you have your access to this thumb switch. So you're sitting here with your handgun and you can go through the modes of the flashlight by using your thumb here. Okay, so I thought that was really cool. So you're here, 1, 2. There we go. We got the strobe setting, disorient our attacker. Now let's go turn the flashlight back on. Let's go, let's see, that's super low. There's low, there's medium, there's high. Okay, let's check the waterproofness of it. Here's a bowl of water. Yep, looks like it did pretty good. Impact resistant, waterproof. No problem with that flashlight. Let's take a closer look. Did we get any damage or anything like that? Doesn't look like it. This looks like a very solid little flashlight. A big bang for the buck. The first setting that you're going to see is super low. This is 8 lumens, and it'll run for 112 hours on this setting. So you can kind of see a little bit about what's going on over there in the yard. Off in the distance you can see the clothesline and the fence in the back, and you can see, you know, a little bit the gravel and stuff like that. The next setting that we're going to look at is just regular low, and this bumps the light up to 50 lumens, and it'll last for 18 hours on this setting. So this is low. That's a lot of light. It's a pretty good setting. You can see quite a bit of things on this setting. I like this setting. Long run time, again, that was 18 hours. Now we're going to bump it up to medium. This is going to bump it up considerably. We're going to go up to 300 lumens, and on this setting it's pretty impressive. It'll run for 4 hours and 15 minutes. Again, this is medium. 300 lumens. That is a significant amount of light and a good run time. We're going to bump it up one more time to high. This is high. This is 1070 lumens, and on this setting it'll run for 1 hour and 28 minutes. So that's pretty significant. That puts out a very good amount of light. Even on the trees across the way, if you look up the pole, up to the power lines, transformer on the top of the building, things like that. So that is a pretty good setting, and you can see the beam of the light is a pretty good beam. And we have one more setting, which is the strobe function. Again, this is going to be full brightness of 1070 lumens, and it'll run for 2 hours and 56 minutes. So that's the strobe function. Pretty good if you're trying to deter somebody, or, you know, disorient your attacker or something like that. and then we'll go back to low. And this is super low. Now, there's two ways that you can purchase this flashlight, and I'll put links in the description box down below so you can see it. You can buy the flashlight in the kit like I show in this video, and again, the price point on that is around $24, which is pretty good price because you're getting a battery and a charger for that price, plus a nice flashlight. You can also purchase the flashlight, just the flashlight itself with no battery, and that's going to run you about 15 bucks. So I hope you enjoyed this video today. Again, this is the model SF36. This is a cool little flashlight, Sofirn. I'm very excited about that. Now, again, if you're watching, please, I want to take a look at that SF14. I was really looking forward to that. So I hope you got some good, useful information out of this video. Please feel free to leave your comments down below, like this video, share this video, and if you like the type of content that you see on my channel, please don't hesitate hitting that subscribe button. Make sure that notification bell is rung. And until next time, thank you for stopping by. We'll see you later.